Hey, what's up, guys? It's Shogun X, and this is.
The Dude, and we're going to be looking at all the Bong Joon-ho movies. Pretty sure this
Yup,
is all right.
yup, it looks like it. Bong Joon-ho, probably one of my favorite movie directors out there. Uh, First one we got Memories of Murder. Have you seen this?
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it together.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to ask, I'm like autopilot mode. Uh, this is a good movie. The ending probably carried the entire movie because isn't it
Yeah.
based on like a real life murder that happened?
Oh yeah. Spoilers for all of these movies, and if you're actually, I shouldn't even have to say that because if you're on a video called, you should already anticipate spoilers for all of these movies. All right, so like, don't complain. All right. Anyway, yeah, this movie, I really like how like in the movie like we never find who the guy is, and I know in real life we do, but like the ending just perfection. You just see how it keeps getting worse and worse. But yeah, I feel like this movie is a bit too long, honestly.
Yeah, I think it definitely dragged down in the middle. Overall rating though, like it's not a bad movie. Compared to like all his other movies though, I would probably put it in a
B.
yeah, not that big of a fan, but it's pretty good though. Like compared to any other Hollywood movie, we got The Host. You know, good thing we're getting The Host out of the way because this is not one of the best movies.
Yeah, I don't think he's good at doing monster movies. He's more grounded in reality. Movies are really like wow, but this
Yeah. Also, I don't think
I,
he did a good job in like fleshing out the characters in this movie. Like some of them I didn't care about. Some of them felt like they were introduced out of nowhere just for like plot convenience.
oh my gosh, the girl just stays in the little corridor for a while. Actually, there was one moment that did like catch me off guard. It's like when she was about to escape, but he catches her,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, God, ooh, what's gonna happen now?
I think this movie also kind of like for me at least, it misses like that message like Bong Joon-ho always has like in all of his movies. There's like some deeper level meaning, or like a deeper theme. Yeah, it's like a social commentary on society or stuff like that. For this movie, I couldn't really think of any.
Like what was it like? Don't chemicals in the water or something? Like the creature. And I know it's 2003, but that creature looked horrible.
Yeah,
It really just wow. It looks like a cartoon.
I'd probably put a C.
Yeah, it's pretty below that.
So Okja I haven't seen, but you've seen this, so to speak on it.
Yeah, I actually do like it, and um, I actually like the commentary. Like it is pretty interesting commentary what goes on here about like animal farming and factory farming. Like how these creatures are bred just to be like eaten and killed. Like this really does go into dark places, and it doesn't shy away. But like it is good. Like you really feel the relationship between the
Mm-hmm.
character and the main animal. And like the commentary isn't like it is kind of obvious, but it does raise questions like is this really okay? Like I know like he based his experience by seeing like the like farming the animal farming itself and industries, but he wanted to go vegan but he couldn't in Korea, and he made this movie out of inspiration, and it's like it does hit the message.
Uh,
It is,
did this movie make you want to go vegan?
I don't know, it definitely is a thought. That's what I like about it. Raises moral questions.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So, what would you rank it on this tier list?
Um, it's like in between a B or an A.
Okay.
Honestly, I guess like the big problem, like I guess like the anti-capitalist message was kind of in your face in this one. It's
Uh-huh.
not too much, and also the villains were kind of they just felt too on the nose. They just felt too had of just felt too weird. So I could maybe put this like as a high B.
Okay. Okay. We got Snowpiercer next. Snowpiercer is decent. You got freaking Captain America in this movie. That was like a weird cast almost. Like, what is he doing in this movie? That was so random. What's the message of this movie? Like, cause I like that's probably one of my favorite themes. Like his movies like that. I like the theme of like about what was it like?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
basically
like
like between it's commentary on like the rich and the poor, basically, right?
yeah, and seeing how far capitalism can go. Like you just see like how the world is basically climate change has completely destroyed the world or something.
Mm-hmm. Or I don't know, climate change or like just some singular natural disaster that occurred.
Yeah, but I think it's like the fault of the humans and how people have to suffer for it, but the rich are still doing well. You gave this movie like an 8, right?
Yeah, I guess the lesson is that even if there's like a time of like a tragic time in people's lives, like the rich are always gonna be better off, like, no matter what situation they're in. Also, I like how like the poor just don't like I don't know, man. Just like the juxtaposition between the poor and the rich, and like the conditions they were kept in, it was crazy. And also, remember that twist in the end that it wasn't a twist, like it was just like a something that we just got revealed. Was it, weren't there like kids working on the engine, of the train?
Yeah,
Like that was just crazy. I remember being like surprised seeing that.
yeah, but
Overall,
any
I think this movie has a good theme. It has
any
decent action, but I don't think I think it lacks in like characters. There's only one interesting character.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, hey, if you got a problem, like the characters themselves are kind of they just feel like typical survivors.
Yeah, I
And
thought they're gonna make the villain more interesting at the end, right? I thought they're going somewhere with it, but
remember the angry British lady in the beginning?
I honestly I just forgot. I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I guess
give
that's how insignificant she was. Mm.
yeah, okay, giving it an A.
An A, compared to other movies, yeah, I give it an A. And compared to other movies on this list, okay, we got her first S tier contender. That's probably his best movie, right? I mean, there's a reason it won an Oscar or
It
an
is
Emmy.
really good.
Yeah, this movie's just amazing. Like, it has like it does a good job with the characters. It does a good job of like keeping you like entertained throughout the movie. The messages, the themes of the movie are amazing.
It does a good job by like asking not a good job of keep making things intense. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I also like how there's like almost like a double plot twist. Like you think like the actual like the poor family, also like when you get a comparison of like the poor family and the rich family, like the poor family like remember the scene where the guy was just pissing in front of their house in the start?
Hmm.
Yeah, that was just I don't know, man. And then like when it was raining or like, when there was like a storm, um, then their house got get flooded, like the poor family's house.
Really showing like the moment he comes in to the house, you just see like the juxtaposition of
Hmm.
his life versus their life.
And then you see
Look,
the rich family just chilling with their kid, just like the kid is actually like making that like a fun thing. Like he's outside in his tent, just like camping at night. Like what? I mean, you see all those other poor families that need to go to like a shelter. Uh,
yeah, and then you see an other old family like parasiting off of them. It's just
oh
like,
yeah,
ooh,
I was gonna say like this movie has like two twists. At first, it was like okay, so this the poor family's gonna be like the parasite for the rich family, but then you get there's like another twist where there's already like other parasites living in there.
it also asks the question like, who's really the parasite here?
Yeah.
Like, is it the poor people? But it's also like the rich people too, like who
Hmm.
feeding off like the backdrop of the people working below.
I honestly love the twist where bro like I don't know it just also the entire like ending sequence was amazing.
Yeah, that was really intense. It's just like, well, where's this gonna go?
Yeah.
And then
The
like
end.
honestly,
Go
I
ahead.
hope like the dad just gets away and
Yeah.
interesting society, you know, interesting conflicts. Seeing, but it always leaves you wondering where is this gonna go, where is this gonna go, and ask the question, who's the real parasite in our today's world? Look at the stuff we have to do. Look at the stuff they have to do. People can be driven to these types of things.
Yeah. I mean this we definitely can't like say all of our thoughts for this movie. On a simple tier list video, we definitely need to like make a separate video on this to like say our complete thoughts. But like overall, it's just an amazing movie. Also, I like how the ending is like kind of open to like interpretation, cause like wasn't it like he kind of I forgot what actually happens, but uh Like, isn't there a
Yeah.
thing where the wait?
Yeah.
So he uses Morse code, right, to tell his son that he's still there.
Yeah. Hopefully one day.
Oh yeah, and then I remember the ending, and then his son's like, okay, and then doesn't his son like finally buy the house in the end?
No, I think that's like his dream. I think that was
Yeah,
his dream. He wanted his son to get the house, but it's not really clear if he ever does or not.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah,
But
I
also,
like the ending though. Like, it's kind of open.
yeah, this is the dad character is also the same guy from the host.
Oh yeah, and Memories of Murder also.
Mm-hmm.
Bong Joon-ho really loves that guy, huh? He's a decent actor. So S tier, I guess, right? You know.
Other,
Yeah, this movie caught me off guard. I was expecting like a B tier Bong Joon-ho movie, but honestly, I kind of like this movie. You know,
like the second, like if the
this,
first half
uh huh,
good as the second half, then this would have been like an S tier maybe.
for sure, man. Like the second half just picks up. Like the first half, like I think they this could have been better, but I think they just take way too long to like set up the entire story. But like the twist. I mean, this is spoilers, of course, but like it's like the twist is like kind of expected, but it's like so expected that you wouldn't like think of it. Like it's actually it ended up being her son that killed the girl, but you thought like okay, like or like the audience would think that okay, what if it's not the son? What if it's someone else and like the son's being framed, but actually did end up being the son.
Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking. Like she's
Yeah,
finding the whole time, but it doesn't matter. It ended up being him,
and then she has to live with that fact. And then the
and
scene
she
where she just kills the other guy, right? Who I guess was a witness to this her son. That was just I don't know. It was a pretty good scene.
yeah, they get
Overall, yeah, go ahead.
yeah they get away with it too.
Yeah. Also, isn't the also the entire movie she keeps saying that there's like a pressure point on your thigh that if you press like you become like relaxed. I liked how like she says it like the entire movie and the end she uses on herself. And then she just
Yeah.
like don't you just see her dancing on the bus in the end?
Mm-hmm.
Also, does she like
Like
leave her son? Like, what happens there?
you know, like you can see her how protective she was, and eventually having to realize the truth. But you know, it is what it is. But the first half is kind of meh.
Yeah, it's a good movie though. I like
Yeah.
the plot twist. I've noticed a pattern. Like all his movies have like amazing plot twists.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
But
probably put this a honestly I wouldn't even mind giving this an S tier.
uh,
It's an S,
I
but
think
it's not like a Parasite S.
yeah, I think it's okay. It's like I think it's better than Snowpiercer, but like you know an A, like a higher A.
Yeah, I guess I'll give
Like
it high A. And this one we haven't seen.
what's this called?
Dogs never bite something.
No.
Well, that's your list, guys. Yeah, you got any finishing thoughts, dude? One.
I hope he makes more good movies.
Yep. Well, guys, make sure to like and subscribe.